I got triggered yesterday. Triggered. I made a bit of a ranty post on mewe. It was this woman that made a post in one of the pagan groups I was in. Not anymore. And she was going on about rune magic, how to do it. Read, you know, the typical Tumblr post with bullet points and questions that nobody asked. Because I was in that group for a while. Never, ever. And I scrolled through the group, the whole posts, everything. Nobody asked those questions. These are questions that she came up with, that she invented, that she wished people would ask her, but don't. Questions like, will rune magic work for everybody? Of course they will work for everybody, was what she said. Not true. Not true. I mean, this is a topic that has come up a couple of times in Thomas's videos. If you have absolutely no ancestry in a certain magical tradition, it won't work for you. Or maybe it works for a while and then it goes whew, tits up. And it does. It will. That's why so many, like Thomas said, so many people are driven insane by working with the Goetia. Because it's not European. It's somewhat pagan, but it's not European. I don't mess with the Goetia myself. Never have. It always gave, I don't know, I had this internal blockage. Like this voice telling me, bad idea. So I never went there. Runes were different. I have Viking ancestry, I have Germanic ancestry, Gaul ancestry. They used runes, they did. So it's in my DNA. This will work for me. It works very well for me. For me. If an African immigrant would come here and start working with runes, it will work the same way for that person as me trying to get into voodoo or hoodoo. It just won't work very well. I mean, I'm not trying to be offensive here, but yeah. Also, the contradictions in the post she was making, oh, it annoyed me so much. It really triggered me. Like in one answer to our imaginary question was, do you need to make sacrifices to the gods? And her answer was, no. You don't need to bother the gods with your human trifles. The gods have better things to do. One question later, like a little paragraph later, she's saying, like, whenever you do rune magic, you need to pay sacrifice and homage to the gods. So which one is it then? I mean, this is how you know that this woman doesn't know what the hell she's talking about. Because who the hell pays a sacrifice or homage to any god without wanting anything in return? That's not how this stuff works. You pay homage, you pay sacrifice because you want something in return. Whether it be good fortune, good health, healthy cattle, healthy animals, make your crop grow. I mean, it can be anything. But oh, it bothered me. It annoyed me so much. You know the type, right? I mean, I don't want to sound condescending here, but you know the middle-aged housewife type. And I'm getting there myself. I'm not talking down on middle-aged housewives. I'll be one soon enough. But yeah, you know, they're big fat nothings in their everyday life. So they go online pretending to be authorities on subjects nobody asks them about. Like Wiccan high priestesses. They read one book and they're experts. They read a couple of websites and they're high priestesses without a coven. But yeah, those types. I can't stand them. They're so preachy and condescending. actively condescending in what they are saying, but the way they are saying it. You find this attitude on Tumblr. Oh, that's why I don't go to Tumblr. I can't be on Tumblr. I can't. It just makes me want to drink. But the thing she was saying, you need to read a lot of books on the runes. You need to study hard on their meanings, their individual meanings. She's talking about a script, an iconographic script that was basically invented while there wasn't a history. I mean, writing, that was their writing, iconography. I don't want to get off on a tangent here, but there are keywords to runes. Like, for instance, this one, strength, primordial ox, that sort of thing. And the point is that you take that rune, you meditate on it, keep it with you for a while, and see what happens. Because it's not just about the keywords ascribed to it, also how they relate to you and other people in your life. I mean, it does nothing to just study these things and then stick to the books. I mean, intuition has to play a part at some point. Otherwise, what are you doing? That's my take on it. But yeah, these people, and you can always tell by the way they post things in groups, esoteric groups or magic groups. They always have bullet points and definitions. So many definitions. Like, for instance, when they make a post about witchcraft, it will usually go like this. There are many types of witchcraft. There are green witches, hedge witches, kitchen witches, eclectic witches, and on and on and on and on. I'm pretty sure that some of them just invent shit and put that in the list. Cigarette, by the way. But yeah, it annoys me. These people just want to be self-proclaimed authorities on any matter. I mean, I'm talking about Wicca and witchcraft now, but you find that type in any lifestyle, in any walk of life, because they're always the same. They're the same archetype. They wish people would come to them and ask certain questions. They wish they were authorities on something, but they're not. They're just Karens. The Karen archetype is so real, and whenever I see it in a group, even if that group is originally positive, when those types show up, oh, it goes to hell in a handbasket. Fast. Oh. Because people do flock to them. I mean, especially younger people, younger girls, especially because they see an older woman and they think, oh, she knows so much. I'm going to follow her example. I'm going to identify as a kitchen witch. And I'm only going to use herbs in my kitchen witchery. And that makes me better than that Alexandrian witch because I only use natural ingredients. Get real. I mean, that's not how this stuff works at all. But yeah, I could go on so many tangents on this subject, and in the future I probably will. But it annoys me. These people annoy me because they don't have magic. They don't. They just want the energy, the admiration, the attention. They're just attention whores, basically. I'm pretty sure that any one of these types have never done successful magic in their lives. Ever. Probably doing lemon spells on their exes. Trying to break up that ex and that new whore of his. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But yeah, Thomas talked about this a couple of times. There is a vibe to these people. The same vibe that there is to most Wiccans, by the way. And I know that when you come into contact with these people, that you just know, you know, that they don't know what magic is, and therefore they can't do it. And they preach, and preach, and preach. And that is their magic, energy harvesting, attention harvesting. And that's why I won't be in any more esoteric or magic groups on any social media. Not on Facebook, not on mewe. I just won't. Because these people just ruin it. They ruin it for everybody. And they make it some of the most unmagical experience you'll ever experience. Cheers.